Hey guys, it's Miss Bashir. So we are starting a new unit on measurement. So we're going to read a book today called Measure It. Math It, Measure It, about measurement. Okay, so in our book it says Chapter 1, Will It Fit? Who won the long jump? Will the cake fit in the box without getting squished? How much did you grow last year? Get out your ruler, measure to keep track of how things grow or to compare distances. Measure to see if something fits. So the next page says, will the picture fit in the frame? For this job, we have to compare the height and width. If you look over here, we're measuring to see if the picture fits inside a 5 by 7 inch picture frame. The width looks okay, but not the height. How much will you have to cut off the picture to make it fit? So we have 8 inches, and this goes to about 5. So this is 8 by 5 inches. So it looks like we'll have to cut off a little bit to make it fit because their picture is a little bit too big. Our picture frame is 7 inches and our picture is 8 inches. Okay, Josie the cat is going for a ride. Is her carrier long enough? Josie's size and the carrier's size are too close to estimate. So you better measure. So the carrier is 16 inches tall, 20 inches by 14 inches. And Josie the cat is 15 inches. The carrier's length is 20 inches and Josie is 15 inches. So Josie will fit with 5 inches left over. After all, she needs some space to wiggle around. Know your units. Ruby the parrot is 18 inches tall. We could also say that Ruby is 1 foot and 6 inches. Why? Well, because 1 foot has 12 inches and 12 inches plus 6 inches is 18 inches. That's Ruby's height. Ruby's cage is 36 inches or 3 feet tall. 1 yard equals 3 feet. So you have to know that 36 inches is the same thing as 3 feet, which is the same thing as 1 yard. So you have to be able to compare all of those in measurements. Now let's measure Ruby using the metric system. The metric system is a system of measurement used throughout the world. Instead of inches, we use centimeters. If you flip over your ruler, you will see a cm that stands for centimeters. Your ruler usually has both. So this side is the centimeters, and I think it usually goes to about 30. And this side is the inches, and it goes to 12. Use a ruler or a yardstick to measure some everyday objects. Now flip over and measure it using the metric system. So the quarter is 1 inch wide, or it is 25 millimeters wide. Now a dollar is 6 inches wide, or it's 15 1/4 centimeters wide. The school folder is 1 foot long, or 30 centimeters long. The school bus is 12 yards long, or 11 meters long. The U.S. penny is 3/4 of an inch wide, or 2 centimeters wide. A milk jug is 9.5 inches high, or 24 centimeters high. And an elephant is 3 1/4 yards tall, or 3 meters tall. So we have to know all of those things whenever we compare things. Measurement smart. Make some measurements around your garden. What units make the most sense for each item? Choose inches, feet, or yards. So you can measure how tall he is. You can measure how long the vegetable is and how wide it is. Let's measure in metric. What items would you use to measure? Would you use centimeters or meters to measure that? Okay, so centimeters are going to be a little bit smaller than meters. Let's measure items in your kitchen. How tall is your fridge? How high is your countertop? How wide is your oven? How long are the sides of a cookie sheet? So you have to determine which tool would work best for each job. So you have to choose a tool that is little or longer than what you are measuring. So a ruler shows 12 inches and the other side has 30 centimeters. Okay, this is a yardstick. A yardstick goes up to 3 feet and it shows a meter on the other side. So there are actually 3 rulers that would fit on a yardstick. And then sometimes you measure with a tape measure. A tape measure pulls out and it can go several yards or meters. And it can also bend around corners and curves. And so lots of times we use that whenever you have to measure things that bend, like maybe a basketball or something, or a house, a birdhouse. Choose the best unit, choose the best tool. The better you measure, the more precise your world will be. So that is all of it. And so that is why we have to know about the different tools with the measurement system. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.